Oh, these comics, they sure are funny, huh? Imagine using those as source material. Yeah, believe it or not, they're going to use the comics as source material. James Gunn wanted to be very clear about this in a follow-up interview after the slate reveal, and they were asking him about what exactly are you going to use as influences, and he says the same thing we mentioned in that video. We're going to the source. We're going to the comics. And he didn't say that they're going to beat for beat adapt them. He reveals that there's 5 comics that they're using as source material for specific films. Brave and the Bold, Grant Morrison's run. You know, the new Supergirl run, well, that's going to influence the new film. So he reveals that essentially they're looking at these as sort of a basis, but not just for the entire story. The feel of the universe at the time, the look, the aesthetics, the story in parts will all be pulled from these comics, and they're some of the best comics that they've seen. So like Swamp Thing, Alan Moore Swamp Thing, they're going back to the source. Again, if you look at that, that's more a cautionary warning tale, and also something that's a little bit more dark. So you can see that Swamp Thing is going to be different in essence to what we've gotten with some of the other stuff that they've announced. And I think this is really smart. You can't be at fault or hated for going to some of the best, most well-received comics to pull materials out of. I only think that's smart. And seeing some people say that this could backfire doesn't make sense to me, because it's literally been proven to work. Like, it's right there. You know, the MCU's done it. They pull from the comics. So James Gunn knows what he's doing, because that's what he did with the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I think in due time, we're going to find out what happens and what other comics they start pulling in from. But I think it's important that you look at something like All-Star Superman as an inspiration, because at its core, that's a Superman comic that resonates with everybody. So that's what they're going for, a Superman comic that resonates with everybody on the planet. That's important because, believe it or not, your audience is not a niche market, it's the world.